It's a progressive rock group. Hey, welcome to Cigar Audit live on YouTube. We haven't done a live video yet, mainly because we're lazy and I have to do a lot of editing.
Yeah, we did. We just did a live video.
That wasn't YouTube. That was Facebook.
Oh, it's still a live video.
Ed's learning about his different social media. How should I put it? Terms.
Live cams.
Yeah, live cams. He's used to different live cams. Anyway, I'm packing up and moving from Pennsylvania to Maryland and tearing down the studio. You get to see all of the shadow boxes from the beautiful boxes that used to be up there, and now we have lots of stained walls, but they're not mine for very long. So we figured we'd kick it off with a farewell with a aged Cuban. We're smoking a 2014 Monte Cristo Edmundo, so it's got about 4.5 years or so on it. So we might as well give you a little bit of a review here, since that's what we do. So what do you say, Ed? What's your cigar like?
Well, I'm getting a lot of like cedar, cinnamon, some white pepper, a little bit of, I guess, cocoa powder.
Yeah, I definitely get the white pepper and the cocoa powder for sure.
And the earth. A little bit of the, not a little bit, but that Cuban twang. I won't even say the Cuban twang, but there is a taste to me that is very prevalent in Monte Cristos. You can just, like every one that I've ever had has had that same flavor profile.
Like a chocolatey?
I think it's that cedar, cinnamon. It's more that sweeter side. The chocolate, I mean, there's other cigars that have it, but I think that I could tell Monte Cristo, if they all,
Right.
to me, have that
Slight woody character.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's always been I definitely get that woody undertone and a white pepper, and also that milk chocolate. Typically, sometimes it's a cocoa powder, sometimes it's a milk chocolate, but fantastic. And these, I don't have many left out of this box. Performed extremely well, young. I think this is the same box that we reviewed on the site. And I think it was a 96 or 97, so it was fantastic. And if anything, it's kind of odd, but these have become a little stronger and spicier, which usually as a cigar ages, it kind of steps back a little bit. So interesting.
That was the first thing I noticed, is I thought the flavors were more pronounced. A little bit stronger and a little bit, not that they're not blended, but they're a little bit more separated,
Distinct,
I guess, than the younger ones.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
It's interesting. So definitely put in the comments what you guys are smoking and what's the latest aged cigar that you've smoked. It's an interesting transition when you smoke a cigar young, and every once in a while you go back to that cigar to see what it's done. And some of these cigars might surprise you. You think that they're going to mellow out and just become kind of a chocolate cream cigar, and this one's got some spice, more spice than I remember in the beginning, for sure.
Is that your major award box?
That is my major award box. So I won, and completely by absolute luck, had nothing to do with Cigar Audit. I won one of the Drew Estate stand ashtrays. Yeah, it's all packed up and ready to go, and so yeah, it's packed up, and I called it a major award. So for those of you that like Christmas Story, it's my leg lamp. My wife rolled her eyes when it came in, and I better hide it so she doesn't destroy it. But it's cool. It's a cool. Check out our social media, and you'll see pictures of it. It's a pretty neat ashtray.
think it's just
becoming more chocolatey.
the special brown band that makes it
Yeah, so
taste so good.
I don't know about that, but it probably makes it messy to take off. Watch, I'm going to try to take it off, and it's going to ash all over me. No, I better wait. I better wait until I absolutely.
What?
Well, if I try to pull it, the ash is going to fall off. So I'll just wait. And it doesn't. It's not. All right, you're just awesome. That's all I can say.
Apparently.
Ed's awesome. For those of you that don't know, he's awesome. So now this cigar is interesting because it's
I've never lived in a
getting
trailer.
more and more. It's getting more and more chocolatey as you get down into it. See, it doesn't matter if we're live or not. We still say stupid things to each other. So, very good. So thank you all for watching us over the years. What's it been, 3 years now? Almost 3 years? So, it's been fun in the studio while it lasted. What's that?
I just came over one day and you said, we're doing this. And I said, okay. We're doing what?
Yeah, because, you know, it makes us famous and stuff.
Well, we're up to what, $1.34?
Yeah, I think we've made like $2, less than
$2.
$2.
$1.34.
Every time I turn on the money-making factors on YouTube, I turn them off just because it's not meaningful at all, and we don't have anywhere near enough viewers. So you can help us with that.
Yeah, it's $1.34.
What's that gonna buy? It's not even gonna buy me a cigar.
About 75 cents more. You know what I can get.
Jose Piedra?
That's right. So yeah, it will.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh,
Well,
goodness.
they have gone up a little bit recently, so I need a little bit more.
Does that mean that they're better quality now?
How can you get better? How can you get better?
Can you get better than Jose Piedra? Too funny. Well, I know how you can get better at Quaba. Quaba's better.
They're more expensive.
Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, it's been a fun journey so far. Building a house, so it'll be a temp house for a while, and then from there, build a real
there
studio.
you go again.
Yes.
It's not a temp house.
So we'll build. So the exciting part, eventually, of the build of the house is we're going to build a separate building for cigar smoking. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
And what is your temporary housing situation like?
It's a temporary house, Ed. Ed doesn't behave at all. But anyway, so I'm excited eventually to get a separate building so that my wife doesn't yell at me every time I smoke a cigar in the garage. And I don't have to have a bunch of heaters going and kerosene and electric and all that kind of stuff. It's a little much. So
That's why I smoke in my house.
well, if I did that, I'd have a divorce, so that's not happening.
Yeah, might. Trophy wife time.
Is that what it is? Oh, goodness.
So the next time we'll be broadcasting from Maryland.
That's right. We'll
Great
be
state of Maryland.
relocating to Maryland. Looking forward to it. It's in some ways and not in others, but I will say that eventually getting the house finished and going through that process will be great. And having a space where I can kind of, my he shed, I guess you could call it, but it's going to be a little bigger than a shed. We're currently looking at about bringing it down in size, probably about 700 square feet, so it'll be pretty sizable for a he shed, I guess.
How big is that? This big?
It's much bigger than this.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably 2.5 times the size of this.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty sizable.
2 floors?
No, it's 1 floor.
Jacuzzi?
No jacuzzi. Maybe I'll put a stripper pole in there for you.
Why would I need that?
I don't know. I hear things. And see, now you know why we have so much editing when we do these videos.
Yeah, use your credits, please. If you want to see more, use your credits.
Ed just explained to me what that is. I don't go on those sites, so I wouldn't know, but he's well aware of the process.
Well, I didn't know what it was. I wanted to find out.
Is that how you got all your bitcoins?
I don't think they call those bitcoins.
Itty bitty, you know what? Coins. But cigar smoking pretty well. My burn's slowing down though, and I got to make sure that it doesn't go out. How was your draw when you lit up?
Mine was fine.
Was it? Mine was a little tight when I started, and I think when I tapped off the ash, when I had the longer ash, I think I lost a little bit of cherry.
Well, I was a little concerned at first because there was like some really hard areas on the cigar.
Really?
But I just think it's because it was kept in a cheap humidor, so it didn't. The aging process. I was thinking about maybe even dipping it in a glass of water.
Oh no, don't do that. So it was not in a cheap humidor, and even today, when I pulled it out of the desktop that it was relocated in for a period of time, still wasn't cheap. So, although it was cheap, I guess because I didn't pay
it was
for it.
free.
It's a very nice humidor. Thank you to Mr. Steve Saka for that one. But no, that's not an inexpensive humidor. It's a very nice one. I'm in I guess a streak right now with 2 lucky strikes. So I had the Drew Estate stand ashtray, and then I won the Dumbarton tobacco giveaway through a local store, the humidor on the hill, and that giveaway was pretty fantastic. It came with this big desktop humidor with their logo on the front, and inside were 5 unicorns. Yes, 5 unicorns, and each unicorn is.
Then when he opened it up, they all ran out.
Yeah, probably. They're about $100 a piece, something like that. So
I don't know. I've never seen a $100 cigar. Well, you just.
did you not see the ones that I got?
Yeah.
No, then you saw one.
Well,
You just haven't smoked one.
and that's all. So I'll see it.
No, we will review them. So
Well,
we
I
might have to
mean,
have a drawing to see
I
who's
was
going to
just gonna
join
say,
in the
you
review.
deserve those 2 gifts.
Yeah, considering everything I've gone through, there have been some troubles. I'll put it that way. But no, it's pretty cool. I can't wait to smoke one of those unicorns. It'll be fun. Lots of fun.
No, it's not His Majesty's Reserve, but you know.
I have a feeling it's better than His Majesty's Reserve. Just a feeling. Ooh,
Well,
it's got a lot of pepper all of a sudden.
maybe we need to find out.
No, I'm not interested in buying that cigar. No interest in that whatsoever. I'll buy the cognac.
You could win it.
Can you win it? Who's got the special?
You have to contact Gurkha, I guess.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. I mean, I would review anything just because, to be fair, and that's what the whole point of the website is. But for leisure,
All right, I'll bring
I'm
some
not
Swisher Sweets next time.
no, I
You
don't
just
know.
said you would review anything.
I didn't say I'd finish it.
Some Black and Milds.
I'll take a black and tan.
Get Eric in here.
Erica?
Well,
Eric?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Eric likes his black and milds, but no.
I bought another pack of those. I bought some cream ones.
Oh God.
I
I'll smoke anything.
Well, I couldn't.
You had to throw them away.
No, I gave them to my son.
Who will smoke anything, apparently. Yeah, pretty much.
He liked them. He thought they were good.
Are you serious?
That's what he said.
Oh my God. All right, so I don't mean to be a snob, but anybody that smokes black and mild and what is the other Swisher Sweet, like, don't do it.
It's like I explained, you're on the road, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm out of cigars, I needed something, and I haven't found anything yet that I can stomach that are in, like, gas station cigar type
Acids?
things. They're horrible, I had them. Those little ones, the green.
I actually,
red,
all right,
they're the
so
only ones that I've seen in
I'm gonna out myself. I was provided an acid from a friend, but it was a new blend.
What was it?
It was the nasty whatever.
You're the one that did that?
No, Matt Nelson also got one.
I've never had one of those.
So I will say this: it was a nasty red or nasty something like that, and
It was nasty.
it was not my thing. I will say that. There was that artificial herbal note, some artificial floral, but not as much as all the other ones that I've chucked, a third through. I actually smoked it all the way, and this might surprise you, but after the initial light and then that initial artificial herbal note to it, it became a lot like a nasty Frida's, which was surprising. So it's probably similar tobacco in the inside, and I guess maybe they only infused the
all
wrapper.
those have good tobacco in them. They started out with good tobacco, I believe.
Well, we learned that the lowest level tobacco is typically used on acid.
But
We
it's
did learn
still
good tobacco, still premium tobacco.
well, I wonder.
But this is it seems like a less infused than the other acids.
But I
that I've
wonder
had
what
to chuck.
kind of tobacco that they use for those new factory things.
Oh, the factory smokes?
Yeah.
That's probably lower than the acids, I guess.
see.
I don't know.
They get that from Swisher.
I've smoked a couple of those.
Have
that
you?
might- yeah, and they're okay. I mean, it's more of a yard guard. And I think that's the whole point. The factory smokes by Drew Estate, that's what we're talking about. And it's kind of like a yard guard, but nothing fantastic. It's kind of your earth and tobacco, a little bit of hints of cocoa and cream.
Damn it.
There you go. You got it again.
I was just getting ready. I was just getting ready to say I'm going to tap out after that puff.
You gonna tap that ass?
Yeah, well, it tapped itself.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's self-tapping.
It's okay. It's not my floor
You
for
sold
much
it
longer.
anyway. Are you taking this with you?
The floor that's put down there?
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on it. No.
Oh, I figured you would.
Unless you want it.
Oh, I can do with it.
I don't know. Put it in your house.
Cover up my oak floors with it.
That's
I
right.
probably should. Protect it.
Oh goodness. No, so if you have smoked infused cigars, and if you're not typically one that likes infused cigars, leave us a comment of the ones that you have enjoyed or at least tolerated. I would say that's probably the way I go. Although I will say this, there's two
Yeah, I was going to
brands.
say the best ones that I've had were the absinthe ones.
Yeah, so there's two brands that I will smoke infused cigars, and I can smoke them on a regular basis. One is the Tobacco Especial, which is made by Drew Estate,
Yeah, true.
and that's a coffee and chocolate, basically a mocha
They make
cigar.
a bunch of different ones.
But that's the main line. They made a mint and all that other crap.
Oh, have you ever had the red eye?
A long time ago, but I
Yeah.
still like the traditional. What is it? The Negra, whatever. So, so the Tobacco Especial is one that I will smoke on a regular basis, and the other one is from Alpha Cigars, and we've reviewed them before, and they've sent us stuff, and I've bought boxes of their products, and theirs is absinthe infused, and I believe the way that it's done is there's one leaf inside the blend that is infused with absinthe, and I would say that what that does is, I think the term we used was it was like gently infused or lightly infused.
It's
and
infused
it's really
cigar,
good.
but it doesn't taste like an infused cigar
No.
because it's so well blended with the other tobaccos. There is not an artificial taste about it, which I get from.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so, and we're not smoking the absinthe, so we should probably give some love to Habanos SA, but not that they're ever sending us any cigars for free. But the Alpha cigar,
We need to hang like a Che Rivera flag or something. Maybe start to get some.
some Castro pictures in the back. The Alpha cigars are very, very good, and it was the Alpha Maduro that we did, the first one we did, and the Alpha Maduro is fantastic. Mid-90s every day. It's a great cigar. So and the construction was good too. I think the only thing that we were if I remember correctly. I think that was a cigar that had some glue still on the wrapper, or on the wrapper and the band. But it was good.
That doesn't bug me.
Wow, it bugs me if it tears
That
apart.
bugs Matt.
Yeah,
he
the other
gets
Matt.
all upset about that.
Cowboy Matt. Hello, Cowboy Matt, wherever you are.
He's probably at some buffet right now.
Eating mayonnaise. So anyway, good cigar. Age made it different, a little different. And dare I say it's richer than it was. It's interesting. I think that the milk chocolate that I remember from these cigars, and it's probably been a year since I've had one from this box, the milk chocolate in this has died down a little bit. I'm getting richer earth.
Well, see, like I told you before, I generally don't get milk chocolate. I usually, if I get chocolate at all, it's like a cocoa, more like a dry cocoa powder.
But for a while, at the end of that first third, I was getting milk chocolate, and I just got a pop of it
You
right
get
there.
milk chocolate all the time.
No,
Yeah, you do.
in certain cigars, I do.
That's what I meant. Well, what do you think I meant?
I'm not sure what you meant. No,
Yes.
I do taste a lot of flavors. Perhaps I have more taste buds. And
You could smoke a vanilla infused cigar. You go, there's milk chocolate. Oh, dark chocolate.
if it has chocolate in it, it has chocolate in it. I can't help you. It is what it is.
I don't need you to help me.
Apparently.
Well, until you fix my computer thing.
Oh, just that. Getting ready to watch the Bears tonight. They're going to lose against the Rams. Go Bears. Way to do well last week. You tie the game in overtime, or to get to overtime and you blow it.
I don't know. They could pull it out.
Yeah, never know.
But I doubt it, but they could.
But anybody interested on this particular cigar, it's the Monte Cristo Edmundo, and it's the box code ARG, July 2014. So that's what we're smoking today.
Oh, is that what that said?
Yeah, that's the ARG, July 2014. And you can find these bands, if anybody ages cigars for a period of time, they have these secondary bands you can put on your cigar. I'll try to get a little closer. So you can kind of see, even though it's blurry.
Here, you can,
And
I pull mine off.
They could see. So you can write the code, box code, the name, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, here, I'm gonna stick. It's backwards though.
Turn it upside down.
Then it would be just upside down backwards.
Anyway, it's pretty neat. You can find those, I think, on Amazon or whatever. And then that way you don't have to keep them in the box.
No, you can't.
You can't?
You can find them on the Amazon.
The Amazon, as my family likes to say. The Amazon. So, but anyway, good stick. Fantastic. So thank you, Habanos, for making a good cigar. So what are you going to miss most about our first studio, Ed?
Oh, it's kind of sad. I spent a lot of time here.
That is
I
fair.
think I'm going to miss my patio that I built even a little more. Because we smoked a fair amount of cigars out there.
We did. We've smoked
Kind
cigars.
of upset that you're not taking it with you, but...
Taking up the patio.
Well, I'm sure I'm going to be building a lot more.
No, I think I'm paying somebody to do the roof.
You are?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, who?
Stamped concrete, not you. No, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing at the new house, but first things first, get the house built. Second thing, get the cigar building put up. But anyway, no, I think the one thing I'm going to miss about this is choking on everybody's smoke during a poker night, and having to open the garage door every 5 minutes.
Well,
I don't know if I'll miss that.
I kind of like during the summer when the doors open and we're watching this wonderful TV and everybody's driving by outside or walking by.
Staring at us.
Looking in at the TV in the garage.
You know, one thing that I do at this place that people seem to find very odd is I have a riding mower, and I will smoke a cigar on the riding mower. So People in our neighborhood think that's quite odd. So if you smoke cigars on your riding mower, let us know, because I think that's a very normal thing. I think it's normal.
I smoke mine when I push mower.
That's a little harder to do.
And my yard is about 10 times bigger than yours.
And do you use like slobber on the cigar?
Sometimes.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the smoke gets up in your nose, doesn't it?
I walk fast.
You walk fast.
Yeah. And I've learned a one arm technique. I can turn with one arm, you know.
I know what you should do. You should create a new product. You know how they have the beer cans up on your head? You should have something there and it holds a cigar for you.
And then you can like push a little button on the handle of the lawnmower and it will go.
But the visor comes down like this and then covers your nose so the smoke doesn't go directly up in your nose. I think that's a fantastic idea. I would buy one. No, I wouldn't.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
use a riding mower. Well, maybe not. I wouldn't buy one, but it's a neat idea.
No, I've never had any problems with smoking in my life. I use a push mower.
I've done it before because I use it for the back hill because it's too steep for the riding mower.
Yeah. Even though that hill shouldn't have been there. Somebody dropped the ball on that.
Thank you, J.A. Myers, for not finishing the topography the way you were supposed to.
Well, if you're going to call out one builder, you must call out.
It's not over there. I'd rather not go there. Not publicly. Not yet. Not yet. But anyway, enjoying our fantastic aged Cubans. We appreciate the support that we get from all folks that watch and follow Cigar Auto.
We're up to $1.35 now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not at all. We probably went backwards. People started watching this and saying, shit on this. Not watching this crap.
Well, we are kind of rambling a little bit now.
That's kind of what it is. A lot of times these live videos are like that, but when we get into the new studio...
Not the kind I watch.
Wow. That's something else. When we get into the new studio and get settled in with...
well, it's going to have to be all professional again.
Be professional again, and I'm going to try to get...
Professional because I can't say we ever were professional.
Well, fair. But I'm going to try, since there's a large shop nearby, I'm going to try to get some cigar folks in the cigar industry to stop by and have some interviews. So I have a few people on my list that I'd like to call and then invite them to the Cigar Palace that will be Cigar Audit and come in and do a little interview, whether it be live interview, whatever, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, we have to step it up, man. That's what we got to do. Come on, brother. Can't step it up. But fantastic aged Cubans. All right, I'm gonna try to slide off since I don't. Oh, look at that. See, it's perfect. See, I know what I'm doing.
Well, you're the one that was complaining.
And mine's intact.
Well, I could have done that too, but that wasn't what you wanted me to do.
You do what you want.
You wanted me to pull it off without...
No, I don't want you to pull it off. No, thank you.
Without getting the glue stuck or whatever.
I have to remember we're live.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, that's probably dangerous, right? Oh, good times. Well, thank you for all the support. Hopefully this wasn't too weird and rambly, but once we get settled into our permanent studio, it'll be much better. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Would you smoke this?
All right, now somebody tell me how to stop it. Right there.